almost 10 million households in the country resided in either lump sum Jeonse arrangements or monthly rental housing as of 2023, with more than half concentrated in Seoul and its surrounding metropolitan area, according to Statistics Korea.
2023년 기준으로 전세나 월세살이를 하고 있는 국내 무주택 가구가 1,000만 가구에 달하고 이 중 절반이 넘는 수가 서울을 비롯한 수도권에 집중된 것으로 나타났다고 통계청이 발표했습니다.
Yeah, so obviously we know there's a big housing crisis here in South Korea with sort of skyrocketing housing prices, specifically in the Seoul metropolitan region. But if you look at the numbers here released on Sunday, as of the end of 2023, so this is about a year and a half ago, there were just over 9.6 million renters nationwide, and more than 5 million of that were located in Seoul, Gyeonggi-do, and Incheon. And of course, when we talk about rental households, we're talking about both Jeonse and 월세 arrangements. Jeonse being a very uniquely Korean sort of system of property. But surprisingly, Gyeonggi province, Gyeonggi-do, had the largest share with more than 2.38 million renters, followed by Seoul. And Seoul was the only one among the nation's 17 provinces and major cities where more than half of the households, 51% to be exact, were renters.
Exactly. Now you did mention just there that 전세 is uniquely Korean.
Yep.
한국에만 존재하는 이 전세 시스템이다 보니까 for Koreans, we all know what 전세 is. But for anyone who's not familiar with the housing system in Korea, they might think, what's 전세?
Yeah.
그래서 영어에서는 부연 설명으로 그냥 전세하면 못 알아들으니까 그 앞에 lump sum이라는 표현을 붙인 거군요. Can you tell us what lump sum means?
Yeah, so a lump of something would be just a big amount, a big chunk of something. So of course, with Jeonse, you're paying upfront before you move in a lump sum, a big amount, and you receive that all back. So it is a security deposit of a sort, but there's no monthly payments. And what the owner gets is they are able to invest this, they're able to get interest on it wherever they want to use it. But there are pros and cons, of course, because it is a large amount, sometimes 50, 60% of the actual market value of the property itself. And sometimes it's not secure. I don't think it's guaranteed all the time, legally speaking. So, but it is a uniquely Korean system. Yes.
It is absolutely. Upfront라는 거는 일시불로 처음에 큰 금액을 먼저 낸다라는 뜻이죠. 선불이죠. 그래서 사실은 이제 우리는 다 전세가 뭔지 알지만 외국 분들에게 이 전세 시스템을 설명할 때 영어 단어들을 좀 알아두고 설명하면은 아주 유용해요. 왜냐하면 한국에만 존재하는 렌팅 시스템입니다. In America or in Canada, I guess you have monthly rent?
Monthly rent is most common. And what you do is you usually pay a security deposit of maybe the first 3 months worth of rent.
I see.
And that you do get returned at the end of your lease, minus any sort of incidental damage or any other costs that you might have to.
So that's like the 보증금.
That is the 보증금, precisely, yes.
Exactly.
But it's equal to about 3 months rent.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
typically.
Okay, well, let's have a look at this expression here. Either 전세 or monthly rent.
Yes. So we're talking about either A or B, right? When you're showing a choice between possibilities or if you have alternatives. And because Korea has 2 rental systems, when we talk about these numbers, we're talking either 전세 or 월세.
Right, exactly. 그래서 이거나 저거이거나 할 때 A이거나 B이거나 할 때 either A or B.
But not both. And the opposite would be neither or neither A nor B in the negative.
So that would be A도 아니고 B도 아니다.
Yes.
So neither, neither 발음은 둘 다 되죠. 그렇게 할 때는 둘 다 아니다. 여기서는 either니까 둘 중에 하나다. 라는 얘기를 하고 있는 겁니다. Of course, in other districts around Korea, there are other rental systems as well. Namely, in Jeju, they have like a yearly rental system, like the Jeonse system, where you pay like a yearly rental fee. It's basically the same as the monthly thing, except you do 12 months worth in one go. But it's not Jeonse.
And you don't get it back either.
No. It's the same as 월세, but for the year.
So you're paying it up front.
월세 times 12.
Right. So
yes, exactly.
I guess
it's upfront, yes.
Sure.
But probably much less than what a jeonse would cost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, now if something is concentrated in an area,
Right.
what does that mean?
Right, because much of South Korea's population is concentrated in the Seoul metropolitan area, meaning everything is gathered there, right? Everything is sort of focused and clustered in a certain area. You say it's concentrated in something. When you're studying, you concentrate on your studies.
Good point.
Right? Yeah.
무언가에 집중하다. Concentrate on my English studies. 근데 어디인가에 집중이 되어 있다.
Yes.
The rental systems that we mentioned earlier on, they are concentrated in the Seoul and metropolitan areas. 수도권에 집중이 되어 있다. On and in.
Right, or a resource or an attraction, right? Many of South Korea's tourist attractions are concentrated in Seoul. You
In
could say,
Seoul, that's
for
right.
example.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, here's the headline one more time. Almost 10 million households in the country resided in either lump sum jeonse arrangements or monthly rental housing as of 2023, with more than half concentrated in Seoul and its surrounding metropolitan area, according to Statistics Korea. Let's move on to the second headline.